So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Terrapin's agents. I took delivery of reviewing intelligence reports while Archon and Lisa were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. Ooh, French onion ramen. Okay. Is it still topped with cheese, or...? No, bad. Bad Mel. We don't talk about that video again. Vice Marshal indicated the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Urbana. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperial gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. I'm not clicking that. I advise against clicking that with some of the cursed stuff Mel sent me lately. Contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer courage, she will know us as friends. Courage. Right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Mel, no part of that dude's cooking is delicious. No part of it whatsoever. Hey, you're the adventurer I was been talking about, aren't you? Just the man I wanted to see. You have a bit of time to spare, I hope? It seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Oligiri without spilling a drop of blood. It was all thanks to one man, and the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting them to come in for question, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest. With you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance started kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my host, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? The adventurers are good folk. Now I really shouldn't say much more about here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. What's his name? He can tell you the rest. Of course it's the vulgar chef. Of course. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's talking about. One would help the Resistance? Could use a strong set hand like yours, assuming you're up for it, of course. For as long as I can remember, I've been running my father's business. No, I moused over it. Here in Oligiri. Wouldn't sell those Imperial bastards, though. Not too proud of the things I had to do, but we got by. Now that they're gone, we can get back to doing proper work. More than that, I can finally get to farming like I'd always dreamed of. Only trouble is, spot a line ahead and mine's over on crags. I'll make it worth your while if you could go and clear them out. Here, mark on your map. Take a look around. You'll know them when you see them. Will I? Will I really? There you are. Everyone's talking about the brave adventurer who fought at the Battle of Castel and Villadina. I had no idea that was you. Can't thank you enough what you've done for us. And for my sister. Speaking of which, she's been looking for you. Probably thank you again for rescuing her. I think she's over by the northeastern gate if you care to have a look. I swear, where did these boys run off to this time? Excuse me, sir. I've searched everywhere and I can't find my boys. Would you let me look for them? Work has kept me so busy I've been able to spend any time with them. Even when I do have a few months to spare, they're always gone doing God's knows what. If you find them and they start making excuses, you'd be wise to doubt them. Still, they've never been the sort to get into trouble. I hope they're okay. Let's go check you. Ah, I'm glad you've come. Mister was quite upset with me before, and rightfully so. Promised her I wouldn't run off alone and put myself in danger, which is why I need your help. I mean to slay a group of Kongomoto resting nearby, but not merely for training. No, this is for the good of all Oligiri. They've begun breeding, laying eggs in the watering hole north of here. If they continue, they'll ruin one of the few sources of water we have. Come, we must put an end to them. Okay, I'll be with you in just a minute. I have to find Bot. See if he's been paid for. Venture slew Lord Von Belsar, so they've sent you to claim my head then. Brazen Brook sent you to help. Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a Centauri in the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Oligiri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. Sus. Bought? Place wouldn't be the same without him. Certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. So they don't hate him here. At least that one particular person doesn't. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. Okay, 2 for 2 on people liking him. Franck, what's your opinion? One with Bot. He's not in trouble, is he? I already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Okay, so they like him. Okay, Bot. There you are. Now do you see my cause for hesitation? In light of their reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being. But for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. Villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on. I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Garleans. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. An execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. But if the village should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazenbrook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Oligiri to allow for my surrender. So you help then? Good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. Though I'd love to spare my blushes and leave this all to you. We need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both make a sweep of the village and meet back here? Are we really doing a why do you guys like me so much tour? I think it's fair to say we owe Ologbot a great debt. I'll tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why not go talk to Jelani? Jelani? deal, Annie? Never did anything wrong. The Garlemans would always hit me. Mr. Ball was different, though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me, too? Mott hadn't stopped his men. He wouldn't be standing here before you. It was hard, but fair. Now these resistance fighters have taken over the place. Sure, they seem friendly now, but just you wait. Hey, Basil. How you doing? Adventure from before. Archon, was it? You wish to know more about Bot? I'd love to tell you about him, but first I must ask a favor. The village has been plagued by spitting spinners as of late. Took a look around and discovered they built a nest close by. Considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more than capable of the job. Let me get rid of the nest and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed? Excellent. Let's get going then. I'll lead the way. Basil needs to draw more burbs. Or cats. Cats are also acceptable. Mama said you've been up to stuff. Sent you? She's always making a fuss over nothing. It's just training is all. I'm gonna join the resistance, defeat all the Garleans. Then she won't have to worry about anything ever again. I wanted to practice a bit more before I told her. I don't want her getting worked up over nothing. She'll be heading back before she gets mad. Might be a little bit late, but yeah. Public opinion. Trying to get away from Alighieri, but it's just like more. There you are. The nest is just up ahead. Every time I blink, it's like more side quests. Oh no. Whatever am I going to do? Spinny, 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 spinny. You wanna bonk? Thank you. Oh, there's more of them? Good lord. You done? No, one more. Ever so much. Can't tell you how many we've nearly lost trying to do away with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused us trouble. When the Garleans first took Alighieri, these lands were rife with spinners for a time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. The village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect such a place, but no. Come only to get deep in their cups, or take out their frustrations on whoever happened to be present at the time. Hello again. How are you doing? Have you drawn any more burbs today? Okay, now that I'm done sneezing, We weren't suffering at the hands of drunken soldiers. We were fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There's nothing we could do but endure their mocking laughter as we struggled to survive. What changed all that? After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I can say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Paul is a good man, and I hope in time you'll come to see him as we do. Sleep deprivation is the worst. Especially when it's caused by insomnia that won't let you resolve it. Hi? What the? Well, that hurt. Mother sent you to check on me. I haven't done anything bad, I promise. I'm studying the plants and bugs out here. Someday I'm going to be a scholar, make lots of money so Mother doesn't have to work so hard all the time. I never meant to make her worry. Better let her go home and let her know I'm okay. Sounds like a plan, kiddo. That. Small burb on stack of teacups. Did I see that? Not there. I gotta fight these. No, bad. No touching. Oh, and I was going searching for it. That is his bed and no one can kick him out of it. Hey, I'm gonna beat these up, and you're just gonna watch, right? It's twice now you saved me. Took everything I had to slay even one. It's now the watering hole is safe. Let's return to Aligiri. Hopefully sleep comes. Deprivation is no fun. That's where 90% of me being sick comes from. Sitting back there reminded me of all those stories about my aunt. Shame not all the J tribe thinks so highly of her. They say she abandoned her home in the tribe, and I don't believe she would do such a thing. Not if there was another way. No, she would have stayed if there was. She would have fought and protected us all. One day I'll be strong enough to do what she couldn't. My loved ones will never need fear the Garleans, or anyone else ever again. The sister can yell at me until she's blue in the face, but I refuse to give up. That said, I'd like to stumble a few times along the way. Hope I can look to you again for help if I need it. Sure. Just... Boys are home, safe and sound. I don't know what you told them, but they certainly had a lot in their minds when they walked through the door. They're up so fast. Usually I only ever see them when they're sleeping, but looked in their eyes today and saw a fire that wasn't there before. Don't bother. No matter how bad things got, I did everything I could to give them a happy childhood. They'll be alright. Just wait and see. They may look battered and beaten, but we mothers are made of sterner stuff. Our love for our children is the greatest strength there is. Find her? So she's involved you in more trouble, has she? Don't get mad at her for protecting the watering hole. I keep forgetting my little sister isn't quite so little anymore. It seems a knack for fighting runs in the family. Speaking of which, curiosity got the better of me. I asked a few of the soldiers if they knew aught of my aunt. When matching her description works closely with a man named Ehrenwald, I just sent her a letter, asking her to come bid her sister a final farewell. My sister finds out she's like to run off in search of her. I hope she doesn't, but stop her from living her own life. Should that day come, I'll just have to... Sorry about that. Don't let me keep you with these sob stories. I'm sure my sister will be fine. Sure she will, but I'll be keeping an eye on her anyway. So they're gone? Well done, lad, well done. Mine's not in the best of shape, but I'll make do. Fix it up so folks can work the land and get back on their feet. Too many have lost their homes and loved ones. Don't get the wrong impression, lad. More folks working the land means more profits for my business is all. Helps people make a better living. Well, it's more incentive to get started now, isn't it? Whatever you say, buddy. Who I talked to? There's too much beating around the bush to get any clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? You said all that? I'm no saint. Just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. Seen enough of it before coming here. It's amazing how treatment of the Empire's subject can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Garlean's presence, and yet there are others whose denizens would welcome death with open arms. Escape from either is to join their armies. Managed to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship. Chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity. I fought, and I fought until before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. It's too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death. Snatched away by some widespread illness. Suffering these people only served to remind me of my loss. So when I put an end to it, simple as that. Still they thank me. I've killed so many. I'll never understand such nonsense. Now we know for certain the reason for their adoration. Just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. A good lie if we're going to change their opinions of me. Got it. A holy man here in Oligiri was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It's a former Imperial commander who killed him, but you can tell people it was me. Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold, dead hands. So blinded with hate, execution will seem too good of a punishment for me. Then again, if people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person. Gauge the reaction before I set the rumors mill to spinning. Try speaking to a Jijilani, and see if this gets her blood boiling. The story can be a little ham-fisted, heavy-handed at times. Is this about bout? I didn't think you liked ham, Mel. How awful. People of Alagiri will be furious to hear of this. Why, they might even consider handing him over to the Allied forces. Which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? I haven't known you for long, but I know an honorable man when I see one. She is to believe you would try to smear his reputation and turn us against him. I can imagine why he might try, though. When you return to Bot, you can tell him that I've told him countless times before. No matter what horrible deeds he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travelers come and go from Alagiri quite often, but should they wish to say, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. Ah, valid. We have no interest in the man Bot used to be, only the man he is now. Even if he was a murderer in the past, he's been nothing but kind to us since arriving here. The man we know is a gentle soul. That is why we protect him. And yet, I don't think I've heard you yell ham on your stream a single time. She take the news. She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. She didn't believe you for a second. Care about the man I am now? What sort of man am I supposed to be, If he's dead, I can't return to the Garleans. That's not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumor to sway their opinions of me. I'll have to think of something soon, though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Could you try speaking with Digilani once more? Not to spread more falsehoods, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time you return. Ah. I don't know that I've seen Sour around lately. Sour? Is it sour or like dinosaur? I guess Bot sent you again, didn't he? Conjure up whatever lies he likes. But he cannot change our minds. I suppose I can understand his worry. I'm loath to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could resolve all this. Could also make things much worse. But someone among them, what a kind and caring man Bot is. Perhaps then we could convince them to show him mercy. Bot has been speaking with Brazenbrook in private about his surrender. Does this mean the Allied forces will soon come for him? Let's go and speak with him, while there's still time. Oh, I hoped it was like sour, like dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. You know the worst part of growing up? It's when nobody asks you what your favorite dinosaur is anymore. Brought company. What can I do for the two of you? On Bot's behalf, I'm not sure I follow. Please, Brazenbrook. Nothing you can do to have him pardoned? Right yet. Take me in his stead. Say I'm his accomplice and I will tell your superiors anything they wish to hear. Whoa, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, still a soldier of the Garlean Empire. An Imperial Centurion at that. Ducks. Are there other waterfowl? I mean, I guess geese and swan. I also like saying quack. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody. Can't. The people of Alagiri will not stand for his execution. What? Who said anything about an execution? But the Garleans told us you kill all the soldiers you capture. For Goodness sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies they left behind. This testimony as to what we found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. It's not to say we'll face punishment, mind you, but gotta come in for questioning. Are pelicans waterfowl? I guess. Maybe flamingos too? Let's see. So many years under their rule, the Garleans had convinced us you were no better, if not worse, than they were. On behalf of all the people of Algeria, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for clearing up this terrible misunderstanding. Lot will no doubt be relieved to hear of this. Let's go and share the good news. I'm still going with duck, and also triceratops.